Jones. He burned the defense a week ago to the tune of 139 yards. It's the Jags and the Texans coming up next.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a good week. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence going to put it up right away. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Grenard in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence rolling to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. he should be warmed up. He should be into the game. But sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. From the 45 on second down, Mills. He finds Howard complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The Texans are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape.
The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Lawrence to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd and 12, Mills. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. After one, 7-0 on EA's. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mills now. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a 1st down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Out to his left.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At the 33-yard line.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Dameon Pierce is such a fun guy to watch as a runner. He can make a guy miss 1 second and then power through a defender the next. Never had a 100-yard game while in Florida, but I expect more than a handful here in the NFL.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Caught left side by Mechie.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
From the shotgun, it's Mills. Mechie has it on the slant.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mills. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
There again is Cooks, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
On second down, here's Pierce. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough.
And this is caught. It's a touchdown. Oh, there's a flag down. They're already walking this one back. This one's not going to stand.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Mills. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's got it. Touchdown. John Mechie with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was all capped off by a John Mechie touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket. Beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Ready to go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Lawrence with a completion to Kirk. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Lawrence, his throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
But to throw again is Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25.
Holding. Receiving team.
So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Mills.
And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Mills to Cooks there, and that connection good for a Houston first.
Now in his 9th NFL season, Brandon Cooks remains a model of consistency. Had a career-best 90 catches in 2021 and his 6th 1,000-yard season in the last 7 years. No surprise there that they were looking for him to pick up a first down, and he gets it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Mills to the air again. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On 1st and 10, Mills. Another one caught by Collins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Mills to throw it.
This is caught. It's Cooks.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Mills. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. So we have come to halftime.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston offense running back out, and we'll get another look at John Mechie.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Pierce now up the middle, and he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mills. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Throwing, Mills.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We never got to see how Jacksonville planned to pair ETN with James Robinson together last season, because a Lisfranc injury kept the rookie from ever reaching the field. But just like the rest of the team, ETN is starting fresh in 2022, and you can honestly consider this his rookie season.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with ETN. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On second and goal, Lawrence being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. This is caught.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down. Seibert's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And here comes the Texans now. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Hand off right side to Pierce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They find some open field here. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Touchdown, Houston! Brandon Cooks, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Back now in Jacksonville, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now Lawrence.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Steven Nelson.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll run with ETN and trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8.
Here we go, here we go.
Going for it, here's ETN.
And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
On third down, here's Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 17 on the pickup there. And the
plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, Mills.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Trayvon Walker
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Finds his tight end, Ingram. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Now Lawrence. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Complete to Jones.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on second and long.
Lawrence, and that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lawrence will throw.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just